Hi everyone, welcome back to Kinga's World, and if you're here for the first time, welcome. Quick disclaimer before you get any further into this video: I tend to ramble for about half an hour or more, and I go off topic a lot, and I get lots of moments because I don't know sometimes my words in Polish or English. Hey, you're supposed to know them using two languages, but I still get stuck, and I don't really edit my videos because I'm crap at it. So hello, welcome. So today I want to talk to you about, but not just this, everyone's done these videos about my reaction to the palette, my reaction to the formula, my reaction to everything. So this is not going to be my reaction video. Well, this is going to be my reaction to the palette per se video. So we all know that the release wasn't just the palette, it wasn't just merch, it wasn't just the videos, it was everything together, the whole series. And I just finished watching the last episode in the series. I spent an hour and 20 minutes in bed crying because every time they showed Shane with tears in his eyes, I was crying because I can't say I know, but you could feel how much it meant to him, and you could feel how heartbroken he was when things went wrong with the launch, and you could feel how upset he was when they were trying to like boot people off the page. So I feel you, man, and I was still lying there crying like a baby. So I know that many people have done the whole series of reaction to all the episodes and stuff. I don't think there's a point to do it. All I wanted to say is that the series was amazing. The way they made it was great. The editing was amazing. The music they chose was amazing. And the whole story, the whole journey from the beginning to end, to see this whole process from this just becoming an idea to be an actual product that me and millions of other people can hold in our hands. Millions, I mean, I think millions of all the different products. I don't know how many of this came out altogether. Was it 400,000? Something like that. I don't know. I might be completely wrong. Because as I say, I spent half of the last episode crying. So I decided to come here just to do like a quick reaction, because what hit me the most was when I was trying to buy my palette on the 1st of November, it launched at 10 AM, I guess, in America. In UK, it was 5 PM. I finished work at 5 o'clock, and I was like, my bus comes 5:10, and it was a really cold day, dark day. It was raining really badly, and I was sitting there from like 5 to 5, just refreshing the page, and then 5 o'clock came, and I was refreshing the page still, and nothing was happening. And then I had to get out of the bus stop, wait for my bus, and in the pissing rain I was trying to refresh this page, and nothing was happening. And I was standing there literally crying, being so frustrated, because I was thinking, I put this 48 pounds aside. I really wanted this makeup. I don't buy expensive makeup. I allow myself one expensive palette a year. Sometimes it's different brands. I'm not going to mention them because they don't really like each other with Jefree and stuff. But no, I allow myself like one expensive palette a year, and the rest of my makeup is quite cheap, quite basic, because I'm not crazy about spending huge amount of money on foundations. As you can see, my makeup is actually crap. I don't have amazing skills, but I like good eyeshadows, and I know you can get the good product from cheap palettes as well, but I think it's nice to have something like this. And so I was standing there in the really bad rain. Then I got on the bus, and then for about 5 seconds I've managed to get on the page. I've managed to put the palette in my basket, but I was not able to check out. And then I was reading on the website when people were saying, oh, I've been in UK, I was ordering through Beauty Bay, obviously, and people were saying it's in my basket, but when I go to check out, when it lets me in for a few seconds, it's not in my basket anymore. Or people were being charged, so the people were trying to pay, and then they were being charged again. So no, people tried to buy one palette, and then they tried to pay for it, and then they were getting this message that something went wrong, you can't pay. So they tried to pay again, and they ended up getting 2 or 3 or 4 payments taken out from their accounts. So that was crazy. And I was just spent an hour on the bus to get home, because that's how long it takes me to get home, trying to refresh this page. I'm all wet from standing in the rain, pissed off, tired of the whole week of work, crying, and I was like, oh, just really frustrated. And the only thing that was sort of giving me hope was that when I get home, I have managed to get into my basket on Beauty Bay for a few seconds, and it showed me that the palette was still there. So I was like, okay, it's still there, so even if I can pay for it tomorrow, day after, that's fine, no problem. So I left it for a couple more hours, and then I think that evening I was able to pay for it. But why am I wrangling about it for 2 minutes? Because I thought that I was being crazy. I thought that I was being unreasonable, and that this is idiotic and stupid to cry about not being able to buy makeup. And then I watched those little clips that Shane inserted into his video, and I saw these people reacting exactly the same way as me. They were crying, they were swearing, they were angry, they were frustrated, they were upset that they couldn't do it. And in a way it made me feel better, because literally for a few days I felt like an absolute idiot that I could not get over the fact how difficult it was to buy this palette. So I'm glad I wasn't, I'm not happy that we had this experience, but I'm glad I wasn't the only one who reacted like this. And I have never reacted like this to anything like that. So if I wanted to buy something that was sold out, I was normally like, oh, it's fine, no problem. But because I love Shane, I've been watching Shane for years, and I just love him. And I don't have to get any further into why I love him, because we all love him, and we all have our reasons to love him, because he's amazing, and that's it. I'm not gonna sort of get any further into that. So I was watching that, and I saw these people, and I was like, oh my god, I wasn't the only one. Then I had my little drama with not being able to get my palette, but that's nothing to do with Shane, nothing to do with Jefree, nothing to do with Beauty Bay. It's the company that delivers palettes here in UK for Beauty Bay. I don't know if that's the usual contractor, or they were just used for this launch, but that company sucks. Their customer service is shit. Beauty Bay's been amazing, trying to help me resolve the issue. I got my palette a few days late, and that's why I thought there was no point of like doing the makeup, like opening my palette and testing my palette and swatching my palette, because everyone's done it already. There was like thousands of videos on YouTube, I think, and like Instagram posts about it. So I decided not to make a video about it, and you will see this palette featuring in my future videos, most probably, including this one today. This is the brightest makeup I've ever done, I think, on my face, and I'm planning to try more of them, but on that in a sec. So that's what I loved about this last episode, was the fact that they showed real reactions. The fact that they showed Jeffree's real reaction and Shane's real reaction, everyone around them. Morgan crying on the plane was I was like, I felt like I was there with them on that plane and crying. And now I feel like part of me died because the series is over. I know that it's been a year in the making, and it's been really hard for them, and it's been really long, and I'm sure that all they want to do is just have a holiday and have some rest and break from all this filming. But I would love to see like a follow-up. Obviously we had this sneak peek of Green Shade being released when they relaunch the series, and that means I'm gonna have to buy Mini Controversy, which I wasn't that keen on at first because the shades there, I'm not a big fan of blues and stuff, so I wasn't like, oh, I don't know if I want a Mini Controversy. I was considering buying a bundle of both palettes, but I was like, no, I don't really want the small one. But now I know I will have to buy it because the green shade is coming back, and the green shade is my reaction was the same as most people, I think, when they showed that they took it out from the palette. I was like, no! So I know I will be buying the small one as well. So that's another. So I know that there is some possible future videos coming up when they relaunch, but I would like to see how they just started living their life again after the launch, after everything got sold out. I'm sure that, like, come on, Shane must have made millions I think millions on his loan. So I would like Shane to go on like a crazy holiday and then just relaxing, and then showing him and Rylan just being a couple without worrying about the makeup, shades, sales, and all that stuff. But at the same time, I'm thinking maybe they should have a little break and then give us amazing getting ready for a wedding videos or a wedding video. So basically, it's been almost a year that Shane's been putting very little videos, and then last few weeks we've been spoiled with all these episodes in the series, and now I feel like it's going to be really hard. It's like you're watching this series on Netflix, and you know it's got 10 seasons, and you watched all of them, and you just think, where is the rest of it? Is that it? I think that's the feeling right now, like feeling of emptiness, and I don't know what's going to fill that one in. So I've been talking for 10 minutes, and I think all I told you is I was pissed off like everyone else. I want more episodes. I love the green shade, and I'm not good at makeup, but I will keep posting makeup videos, or I will start posting makeup videos. What I wanted to say before I go, because you already know I love the series, everything about it, and I like the palette, but because I didn't have a chance to make my reaction to the actual palette when I first got it a week later than everyone else, just saying, just a quick opinion, because I'm gonna surprise you, because I'm telling you how much I love it and how much I love Shane and how much I love Jefree, but I did not love the palette when I first got it. I know it's a controversial opinion, and that's when I should have my mini controversy in my hand, I think. Well, I should have bought it and then have it in my hand, because when it first arrived, I opened the box, I was like, oh, beautiful, gorgeous, this is just amazing, and I loved it. So obviously from seeing swatches online, I love the swatches, and then I've opened it and I was like, wow, this is amazing. God, this makeup is really bright. I just realized looking in the small mirror how bright my makeup is. So I've opened it. We all know how it looks, obviously. Ooh, dirty. So I've opened it. I was like, oh, it's really nice, I like it. But then I started swatching it, and I didn't like all the swatches. And without going into details, I think we all know that some of the shades are not as great as the others. Some of them don't act the way we would like them to act. For example, when I first got it, I hated the yellow one, food videos. I just hated it. I didn't like how it was swatching. I didn't like how it was looking on my skin. I just didn't like it. But then I've learned that you have to like build it. You have to use the product underneath, and that it works so much better if you like press it on instead of just like doing the... I'm not a makeup artist, so you know, I don't know the lingo, but you know, sort of like blending it out, whatever. So I just like stamp it a little bit, so you can see it's actually quite bright. I like it now, but at first I hated it. I love Trish. I love Trisha Paytas, so I knew I would love Trish. I think Trish is the shade I've used the most so far, and I think I've done this is, I think, the 4th time or 5th time I'm using this makeup palette, and this is the first time I have not used Trish. So I could easily say which one I'm reaching for the most. Cheese Dust and Flaming Hot. Today was the first time I touched Cheese Dust, and not just because it was not going with any of my looks, but also this printout of the little pig is so gorgeous. I was like, I don't want to start using it because it will disappear, and it's just so beautiful. Flaming Hot, I think I tried it before. I, again, didn't really like it. Today was the first time when I actually had time to sit down and work on my makeup, or do my makeup properly and blend it properly. This is normally I get up very early in the morning, and the lighting. I was thinking between lighting and lightning, and the lighting is not great, so I was like, I don't like it. But today I had a bit more time, blended it properly, and I really like it. Obviously the first row I will be using the most. I'm 100% sure I will be using it a lot, because they're quite neutral shades, and they're good for everyday makeup, and I know I'll be wearing it to work. The bottom row, I'm not gonna lie, are part of Not a Fact and Sleep Paralysis. I'm not sure where I'm going to be wearing it. Green is not my color. Black, I don't know really what I'm going to do with it. What's the Tea is the most disappointing shade for me, because for me, like, when you put it on your finger, too much light here. I can't, as you see, I'm not a big YouTuber. So when I put it on my finger, it looks, oh, it looks nice. But when I put it on my eye, we all know it's quite light shade, and you have to build it up quite a lot. So I know that What's the Tea is not going to be my favorite shade. And, well, the other one, and Conspiracy is there as well. They all look really nice on in the pan, and when you put them like on your finger like this, but when you actually put them on your eyes, they don't act as great as the other shades. So I know that some of them I will be using a lot, others not so much. And I had the conversation with my friend who I met through YouTube, and I said to her, I'm not really loving it. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Maybe I'm just gonna like take a few of the shades out and keep it. I'm just gonna get rid of the other ones. I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll actually send it to you. Today proved me that actually this palette is good, that you can, if you actually work with it, you can achieve good things. And as I said, please don't go for me and for my makeup, because I'm not a makeup artist. I love playing with makeup, but I don't have amazing blending skills and all that, but I'm still learning. And I think, just like many other people, I had this weird expectation that if you buy an expensive palette, it's gonna do work for you. No, it's not. We all know that with the cheap makeup, cheap eyeshadows, you have to work with. You have to put some work into blending them, putting them on properly. Some of them need a certain product underneath to make them pop and work really well. I think I had this huge expectation because this is an expensive palette, so I thought that literally, you know, it's going to be, I open it and fucking fairies and unicorns going to jump on my face and put it all nice and smooth. No, you have to put work into putting makeup on properly, and it applies for both expensive and cheap makeup. So I think I had a bit too high expectations. And also, this is my first time working with Jefree Star formula, which is a bit different than, it's different than anything I tried ever before. Will I be going back and buying more Jefree Star makeup? Definitely. I want to I want to try lipstick, because I never tried his lipsticks, and I heard that they're amazing. I know I'll be buying other palettes. It's funny because they a couple of weeks before they launched Conspiracy palette, I was looking into buying a Jawbreaker palette because it looked really really nice, and Blue Blood, not really, because blues are not my colors, but a few of his palettes looked quite tempting, and I know I will be buying them. I would like to try some other makeup from Jefree, like his highlighters. I had they are the bomb. This definitely gave me sort of insight how this makeup acts and what to do with it. So to summarize, I love the series, I love the palette, or I'm getting to love the palette. I love some of the shades, I like some of them. I'm not sure if I understand few of them, but the whole idea, I love it. And the fact that I'm getting emotional and the fact that we all felt like losers at some point of our lives. I constantly battle my body image issues, fighting with my weight due to health problems, and many times I felt like this ugly fat person. And I know that that's how Shane feels, because he tells us all about it. I refer to myself as a pig many times in my life, and to watch this amazing person who's been my role model for years finally have this amazing achievement, and the fact that all of us bought this makeup. And I know that some of the people who bought this makeup are not into makeup. They're guys, they don't wear makeup, they never been into makeup, but because this was the first chance for us to show Shane how much we love and appreciate him, it's amazing. And I felt like a beauty queen wearing this, because Shane, with all his career and with this launch, showed everyone that no matter how you look, no matter how big, small, ugly, pretty, whatever you are, you can achieve something. I feel wearing this makeup like $1 million. I feel like a beauty queen. I feel like a prom queen. And this is my date to this prom. So thank you, Shane. Thank you, Jefree. And please make more things together, and I'll buy every single one of them because I love it. So that's it. This is my very funny, not funny, funny is not the word, funny, haha, no. It's my very messy, not scheduled, not planned review of Shane and Jefree Star collab. Loved it.